Hello everyone, and welcome to another round of Samurai K Plays. This time though, there's actually no round. I just wanted to take a moment to make this video to thank everyone for 50 subscribers. I know it seems kind of mocking when there's so many people with millions and hundreds of thousands and tens of millions of subscribers, but really, thank you. This is kind of a journey. I always liked playing video games. And I always felt like I could probably offer the terrible look at the average gamer playing a game that you might be interested in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've reviewed some of my videos and I can get pretty try-hard, and I apologize for that. But the truth is that I really just wanted to share the experience I get when I play video games with you guys. Because every now and then you'll come across a game that looks amazing, but you have no idea what the community is like. So, since I'm kind of a nobody, let's face it, it's honest, it's true. But the thing is that because of that, there are people who are playing the game who don't know anything about me, who are their true selves, and will play the game however they normally do, which includes yelling at the new guy, the guy who's still trying to learn how to play the game. I can think of a couple examples, and I'd love to put up some shots to go along with this video, but it's unfortunate that I am not that skilled. That, and I was unlucky enough to lose my external hard drive, which had a lot of the videos that I have posted recently. And speaking of past videos, I looked back at it and I thought it was very interesting, just the evolution of it. I went from having a $20 video gaming headset, you know, the kind that you normally buy on the cheap, and I started recording videos using whatever free software I could. And believe it or not, well, it's probably easy to believe, my first couple of videos I created were using the already installed Microsoft app. I forget what it's called at the moment, forgive me. But I started from there, and as I got better and better at making videos, I tried to branch out. And I was lucky because as I kept making games, or as I kept playing games, I also looked for more and more lucrative jobs. Unfortunately, it's the reason why I only upload Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays right now, but I'm doing it so that I can help fund all the things I enjoy doing, and this is one of them. Because of it, I went from having a $20 headset and a free capture software to having a Yeti microphone and Sony Vegas and all this other great stuff. And I'm sorry that it might come across like I'm bragging, but I just want to share with you that it's possible to keep working at your goal. I'm not even at where I want to be in my goal, but the fact that I have people that are watching me, that are probably even watching this video forever, how long you guys do, thank you. It just shows that you can make it possible if you achieve if you work hard to achieve your goal. It could be just the littlest things, because I know that the only thing you have to invest in is a microphone. There's all sorts of stuff out there. There's OBS. If you have Windows, there's that software. Sorry, I don't remember what it is. And for this video right now, I'm actually using Audacity, which is another free application that you can use. But as you keep going, as you get more and more confident that you're going to keep doing this, you can invest a little bit more at a time. Provided you can afford it, of course. Nothing too crazy. But you just keep stepping up to better and better things. Just like how if you keep working hard at your objective, you start getting more and more recognition, which means you can move farther and farther ahead. Because looking at the videos I have, I went from playing alone to playing with some really old friends. And as I watched all my videos recently, I realized that I would go play alone, and then I'd play with some friends. I'd go back to playing alone. We'd make the odd comment about a video from another channel, and then I'd go back to playing alone. And then after the Doom series that I put up, it was only like 3 videos of me playing multiplayer with my friend Kian, I had a very long stint, 7 months, 8 months, maybe even a year, when I didn't play with anybody at all. It was just me. And the reason why is because life. People had moved on. They were busy. I was no longer free when I used to be because of the job that I was using to fund this and enjoy everything. And even though I had free time, of course, because, you know, I'm not a slave. I don't work for the man that hard. I mean, don't get me wrong, I put in my time. I want to make sure that I do everything I can while I'm at work. But when I leave work, I expect to be able to play and enjoy myself. And I'm sure others do that too, but the problem is that they have their own jobs, they have their own life, they have their own plans, agendas, everything. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to sit down and play with some of them again. But for the most part, for that long stint, it was just me. Just me and my thoughts. I know that sounds terrible, but I mean, I had people around me in real life. It's just that it seemed in the video that it was just me. And it stayed that way for the most part up until Fortnite came out. And as you know, Fortnite only came out last month. Well, last month from when I'm recording this. It should go up on the 11th, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry. But because of Fortnite, I got in touch with two of my old friends, and we played this game, and it was amazing. It was just that bond, that friendship of cooperation, and like just reminiscing about the old times. I know you don't necessarily hear it in the recordings. There's a lot of stuff I cut out or don't show. But I do it because I don't want to bore you guys. I want it to be interesting and fun and have just as much fun as I do. And as I was saying, with Fortnite, it's just so fun. I mean, there are people who like to complain about the grind, and I don't blame them. That might be really a lot of grinding for them. But I used to play games with some of my old friends like World of Tanks and World Warships, World Warplanes, War Thunder. If you can't guess, there's this whole post-World War I to pre-Vietnam gaming theme going where I used to play a lot of driving simulators. And those were really grinds. I mean, you would spend months, maybe even half a year just to go up to the next tank tier if you did not play 16 hours a day. And that is ridiculous. But in some cases that happened. Some of my friends had that kind of time. And, not to make it sound bad because they, had XP events. But even then, that was a grind. It took me probably the better part of 2 years or even a year and a half in World of Tanks to go from a tier 1 tank to a tier 10 tank. Now, tier 10 is the end and tier 1 is the beginning. And there's a whole bunch of tanks in between that you just have to train and get experience in to keep going, to keep moving forward. Whereas with Fortnite, it's like, oh yeah, I'm out of raindrops. Where are they giving them? Oh, this one gives 7, this one gives 5. I can just play 2 or 3 of these and I'll be able to keep going. But that's just the thing. It's the fact that you have so many different options. If you wanted to pinhole yourself, you can get the highest level you want in probably a month. But that's not the point of this game. Not only are you leveling up in a unique way, unique to you, but you're also enjoying the craziness of this game. The fact that you can build a base. It doesn't even have to look like anyone else's base. You can make it look like the pyramids. You can make it look like a medieval castle. You can make it look like a modern fortress. It could be anything your heart desires. The only thing this game doesn't let you do is dig into the ground to go build an underground base. Don't get me wrong. The entire premise is that you are building this fortress to protect the storm shield, which will protect your underground base that you pre-built. I don't quite understand. It's not pre-built. It was already there. You're just kind of borrowing it is probably the best way to put it. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's just possibilities. One person might have weapons that the other person doesn't have, but in the face of jolly cooperation, you and your friend can actually trade weapons. I don't know if I've displayed this, but there's time and time again where my friend Mac and I, we have leveled up schematics for weapons that we use really often, or we have a lot of ammunition for, that we need a good gun to use on. And lo and behold, either he has it or I have it, and then we just make it for each other, and we give each other those weapons. Don't get me wrong, I mean, if you're playing a normal multiplayer game with a public group, or, as I tend to refer to as pugs, but you can barter with them. You can, even though you don't have the blueprint, you can go, hey, I'll give you this shotgun if you give me this assault rifle. And it's just that way. I mean, true, they might stiff you and give you the one that's a little damaged that they're using, but it's just like any other system. You have to go with a little bit of faith on that one with the community. And I believe that it's there. I really do. Because I've seen it. There are people there who are willing to stick their neck out, fight, and carry someone who is way beneath the level they should be when they get there, just so that they can all enjoy the victory, the spoils of the end. And it's true that maybe they're just fighting for themselves and they're willing to carry because they want that loot. But it's still there. There's nobody that's going, oh, it's that guy, and then leaves. They'll try, and they'll try again, and they'll keep trying. They will help out. Or so they have so far in the closed beta. I don't know if that's going to hold true when it's free to play. In the future, if you come back to this video and watch it, if you are so inclined. Thank you if you do. But I'm getting way off topic now that I realize this. I am so sorry. This was about thanking you guys for giving me 50 subscribers. The big 5-0. The first steps on the road to tomorrow. Anyways, this was Chat with Samurai K. Have a nice day.